today I'd like to introduce you to Lori Judge of Judge Realty. She's the owner here. Hi, Lori.
Hi,
how are you?
hi,
It's great to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thanks for joining us on the
Thanks for
Southern
coming.
Scene. So, Judge Realty, let's talk about that because now you've been here for a little while now.
10 years this June.
10 years.
Yeah.
And the business has just blossomed because you started just by yourself.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
it's blossomed into now a business that you have this incredible staff, and you started out with just residential, and now you're doing
Commercial
everything.
and property management, residential property management, commercial property management. Yeah, we're full service boutique brokerage.
So let's talk about Judge Realty and what brought you to Savannah. I mean, how did you start the business here?
Well, I moved to Savannah to go to SCAD.
Did
I
you
wanted to
really?
be an artist. I was 23 years old. Moved here, fell in love with Savannah, started working at a retail shop, and quickly realized that I was a natural salesperson. I love sales, and went to real estate school in 2000, became licensed, worked for another brokerage in Savannah for 3 years, and decided I can do this. I want to do it on my own.
Did you ever think that when you went through that process that you would develop your business into something like it is today?
Never would have thought it would gotten to this point.
Because of course we've talked about, and I love when women do so well, you know, in the business world, but we talked about you started just by yourself.
Yes.
And now how many staff members now do you have about approximately?
Well, we have about 16 agents,
Wow.
full-time agents. And then we have 2 property managers. We have a handyman on staff full-time. We have 1 commercial property manager full-time. We have a bookkeeper full-time. Debbie,
Everything
yeah,
covered.
everything covered.
Now, you said that you cover not only residential, but you cover rentals and also commercial real estate as well. Why did you feel it important to kind of spread out into those other areas with, you know, as opposed to just concentrating in one specific area?
Well, it kind of happened organically. I guess 10 years ago when I started, I had sold a duplex to a customer from California. And she said, Lori, who's going to manage this for me? I said, well, I guess I will. So I started management. And it just kept growing and growing and growing. And same thing with commercial. I would have a client that would say, I'm looking for a commercial property. I said, well, I guess I'll help you find it. And I fell in love with commercial, so especially retail commercial. And so that kind of grew organically. And then same thing with commercial management. We had clients that wanted us to service their portfolios. So I hired a property manager that had 10 years of experience and started that division. So it all kind of grew organically, and really we are the only full service real estate brokerage firm in Savannah, the only locally owned. Most other companies are affiliated with nationals, and we're all local.
Let's talk about your art advocacy.
Yes, I love
art. Because, you know, I walk in here at Judge Realty and there's art everywhere.
Yes.
So not only are you involved with real estate and helping the environment, giving back to the community, but you are huge with art advocacy.
Yes.
How did you get involved with that, and why is that important to you?
Well, I've been collecting for 15 years.
Wow.
15 years I've been collecting art.
But you had a love of the arts anyway, because you were a SCAD student.
I never went to SCAD, but I wanted to go to SCAD,
Oh,
and I wanted to be an artist. And so I surrounded myself with artists, and all my best friends are artists, and I started collecting their art. And so it's just been a passion of mine forever. I feel like art brings a quality to life. It brings an aesthetic to things that we do in our lives.
You have quite a collection here
I do.
at your business.
Yes.
And is that something that you open up for others to see?
Yes.
Or is it something that you just enjoy as an individual?
Well, a year ago I started the Judge Realty Permanent Art Collection. I was in Miami at the Miami Art Fair, Art Basel, and there's several private collectors that open up their collections to the public. And I love the idea of seeing private collection on view. And so that gave me the idea, I was already collecting, but it gave me the idea of starting Judge Realty Permanent Art Collection and start promoting or buying art so the public could view.
If you'd like more information on Judge Realty, all you have to do is go to the information on your screen. You'll find them on Facebook, website, all the social media. You'll find everything you need to know. You can also pick up the phone and call them as well. Or walk in and say hello. If you're looking for anything out there, Judge Realty is the place to go.